Hi, this is Kurt Morrison with Maximize Your Influence. I just finished a podcast on the Pratfall effect. Go listen to it. This technique can be very helpful or hurtful to you. Basically what it means is when you make a mistake, you're more likable only if you've already demonstrated your competence. If you haven't, then it hurts. So this is also known as the blemishing effect. In fact, go to MaximizeYourInfluence.com, Spotify. You can go to iTunes and download Maximize Your Influence. On this channel, what I do is kind of supersize some of the things I talked about on the podcast. So I focused on, making the mistakes, when it's okay, when it's not okay. When you lead a mistake or you're not competent or you're not the expert in the room, it's going to hurt you. But if you come across as competent, it actually helps you in your likability and your attractiveness. How cool is that? Such a simple thing. It's okay to make mistakes. But remember the key. It's only if you're perceived as competent. So the question is, are you competent? Are you coming across as competent? And the next question is, are you sure? How can you come across as more competent in everyday life, and in business, and in prospecting, and when using the Pratfall effect? So there's 4 areas I want to talk about here. The first one is your personal development program. I hit this one hard. Listening to podcasts, watching YouTube channels, you can read books, listen to audios. The more you learn and grow, the more competent you are. But even more important, psychologically, you feel more competent and you come across more competent in your body language and in your gestures. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, teach something new and unique in the first couple of minutes. Something they haven't thought about, something different. Maybe it's a definite opinion that you have, something that you found. If you could teach them something new in that first encounter, right, the first few minutes, that demonstrates your competence, that you knew something that they didn't know, which changes the game. So try to find something new, unique, different that you can teach in the first couple of minutes. That's number 2. Number 3, your external surroundings. When they come into your office, what do they see? Is it messy? That hurts your perceived competence. Again, you can be the smartest person in the room, but the way you walk into a room, the way the room looks, are there lots of books? Are there no books? Lawyers do this all the time. They put up fake books because there's perceived competence there, even though they use everything online now. Are you wearing a white coat like a doctor? Probably don't recommend it, depending on what you do, the degree on the wall, the size of your office, the view of your office, all these things. These external surroundings can help or hurt your perceived competence. Again, you can be the smartest person, but you might not be coming across that way. Number 4, be passionate. Your charisma. When you're charismatic and you're passionate about something and you're transferring that emotional energy, we know that most persuasion in sales is emotionally based. That increases your perceived competence. A little passion. Believe in what you're doing. Have that definite opinion in what you're talking about. When people know that you really believe it, that gives you a couple notches up in the competence scale, we'll call it. So work on these 4 things. It makes a huge difference. Because when you work on these things, more competent, you can use a Pratfall effect, plus it increases trust. So thanks for listening today. Hit subscribe, hit like, tell your family, friends, and enemies. Appreciate you being here. Go listen to the podcast at MaximizeYourInfluence.com. But take these skills, a new tool a week, master it, become more influential, and go out and persuade with power.